Hey, what's up, YouTube land? Just doing another music review. Like I said, this is like one of my CDs I got in the mail the other week. I got a big box with a bunch of CDs. A bunch of CDs came out on March the 1st. For some reason, I already reviewed Demon Hunter, the War and Peace albums. This is another album that came out on March 1st. By the time I'm doing this album, it's around St. Patty's Day. That's why I'm wearing this Affliction shirt. It's got like a shamrock. Sorry, I'm not a douchebag. At least I don't think I am. My tap out shirt's dirty. Just joking around. But I'm listening to In Flames in the background. Again, I like this album. I thought it's pretty solid. One of the heavier In Flames albums in a while. But again, Banger TV, Sam Den's channel, the little hipster douchebags gave it a bad review. I think the one that did this review, I can't stand. The guy with the blonde hair is kind of funny. Sometimes I can stand him, but that dude's just a fucking douchebag. He called it like butt rock or something. Screw that guy. That guy's retarded. I wish Sam Dunn would do the reviews, but this is not why I'm doing the video. It's just what I'm listening in the background. I think that's all. It's solid. I am going to do a review on this album, but I think it's solid. I don't know if you can hear in the background. It's super heavy. It's really heavy and has like soaring vocals. I don't know if that's by the direction of Howard Benson. Howard Benson's done a lot of kind of early 90s bands like Hoobastank. He's produced their stuff, which I kind of like, I don't know if I want to listen to this. But you listen to Hoobastank back in the day. But the album I am reviewing this is one of my favorite bands. I got into them 10 years ago. I think this is one of their better albums in a while. Last couple albums I thought were just okay, but I really dig this really strong album. And that's Dream Theater, Distance Over Time. My kitty cat might get in the video. There she is. My kitty cat Tabby. But she's probably getting bored. But it's all I tell. It's not my tail, it's hers. But the sun's kind of gleaming on this. If you can kind of see it. This has got some heavy jams on it. Really, really solid stuff on here. 10 songs. Of course, they're a little bit shorter than they are usually, but this might be my favorite album by them since Mike Portnoy left. I wasn't too crazy about the Astonishing. I was really excited to get it. Maybe because the more metal side in me, there's not as much metal songs. I do like the Our New World song on the second disc. I think it's really cool. I didn't know why they had to re-release it with Lacey Hell from Hellstorm. She's a great singer, but I just don't really like that band. But I might have to keep listening to this album, give it some. I think it's just maybe too long, too overbloated. Maybe my attention span just kind of this goes out the window. But I might keep listening. But I think the new album is more in common with their earlier heavy albums, like Train of Thought, which I think is their heaviest album, or some of the stuff on Systematic Chaos. I'm showing you my Dream Theater collection. I thought 2013's Dream Theater album had some heavy stuff on there. Or their album Awake. It's kind of a mixture of all those, kind of. But I'd say this was strongest in a long time. Some of it kind of reminds me of some of the riffs that John's coming up with. Kind of reminds me of Metallica's Hardwired to Self-Destructing album, especially the song Fall Into the Light. It's just got this total Metallica riff. Kind of reminds me of Hardwired, the song Hardwired, or something like that. Very, very cool. Unfettered Angels kind of reminds me of like a big Pantera riff. That's the first song. That was the first single. Paralyzed. It's kind of got like a big. Kind of reminds me of like a Tremonti or Alter Bridge kind of Mark Tremonti kind of Alter Bridge riff kind of to me. And of course, got Fallen in the Light. Barstool Warriors. I feel like that song's kind of. It's a ballad. I feel like that song's like too kind of. I don't know, too long. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know why James LeBray's vocals on that song kind of gets on my nerves. I don't know why, because I love his voice. Room 137's kind of got this groovy riff, kind of a weird time signature, but it kind of works. Kind of reminds me of like a Mudvayne song for some reason. I don't know why. S2N's kind of got like a cool riff. They do some cool things. The end riff at the song is really cool. At Wit's End, I can't really remember that song, or Out of Reach. I can't remember Pale Blue Dot either, but I remember the Viking King was kind of long and kind of really, really heavy. I remember that song being kind of cool. But like I said, I think this is one of the more solid Dream Theater albums. It's definitely since the Mike Portnoy's replacement I'm gonna try to say his last name. Please bear with me. Mike Metaketi. Am I saying his name right? I'm trying to find his name in here. But he's an awesome drummer. Sometimes I feel like maybe Mike Portnoy's influence is kind of missing. I don't want to be like that. Like I don't like it just because Mike Portnoy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I know Mike Portnoy's a big metalhead. I'm sure John is too. I kind of miss his input. I feel like the albums were stronger, but this is a really strong album. I still think their albums are good. I'm still gonna buy them. They're really talented musicians, but I just kind of miss his influence. But Mike is an amazing drummer. He came from Extreme. I can't remember what other bands. I can't remember if I heard he was in Annihilator. And that's a Canadian thrash band, but that's a cool band too. But I like every song on here. Very solid. I said it came out on March 1st, but I think it came out in February. If I'm not mistaken. I got this and the new Overkill album too. I'm gonna review that one. I got so many albums to review. I got so many CDs. It's like Christmas in March. But I'm gonna keep listening. This is one of my favorite bands. I got in this band 10 years ago. I love this band. I'm gonna keep seeing. They're coming to where I live in April, and I would love to see them. They're playing the whole Scenes to a Memory album in its entirety, which that'd be cool to see. But very solid album. Like I said, Fall in the Light's my favorite. I keep playing that song. It's just got like a thrashier, really cool thrash groove. I was kind of surprised. It kind of surprised me. You can tell John's a big Metallica fan, and it's totally got like a Hardwired to Self-Destruct, Megadeth kind of vibe on that song. And I think every song is solid. Like I said, I think it's the song. I do notice the songs are shorter or more shorter. I know they're on a new record label, Inside Out, and Sony Music. I know Inside Out, I think it's got Devin Townsend is on that record label. A whole bunch of other bands. I guess they left Roadrunner. But cool album if you're a Dream Theater fan. Very, very cool. Very solid album. I'm gonna keep. It's just gonna have some repeat listens. I was really surprised at this album. Very cool. Thanks. Bye.